And we're up. All right, so the day is not over. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, I'm not done. Not done at all. That's right. When you got this kind of energy, didn't realize they were waving at me. When you got this kind of energy, you just keep running like the Energizer Bunny. We got a lot of work to do, folks. A lot of work. That's right. Things got to get done. We don't have a choice. See, we're not entitled. We don't have the luxury that other folks have, right? We got to keep on working and keep on getting to it. And it's just that simple, right? So, like I said, with me, I'm going to continue to keep pushing forward, continue to keep out hustling all these wannabe rich folk. That's right, because that's what it's about. It's about having a hustle and keeping a rotation. Look at this. Now they're going to play the phone screen games again. See, every time that I'm getting it going and getting it moving, every time I'm on a roll, right? That government, they sure do seem to have an issue, right? Start doing weird things. You know what I mean? Like I said, let's talk a little bit of business here. Let's talk real business, real reality, real success. Let's talk about how real life works, right? Real life works like what you're seeing and witnessing with me, that you go through hell, you go through everything, right? Life is hard, right? And if you're really a boss and you're who you claim to be and you're really a gangster and you're young, like I am and always have been, right? Well, then it's going to work out the way that it has for me, is it not? It's not going to be some fairy tale movie script, right? All the time, even though my life is like a movie, it is a movie script because it's Batman. But my point is, everything is not always peachy keen and peaches and rainbows and sunshine and lollipops, right? Sometimes it's just what it is, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's just real. My reality is I have a lot of people that feel some way about the success that I've had always, right? And they're very upset about it. They're very angry, triggered, and impressed, right? Because, well, nobody could ever come close to you. Boy, like I said, I'm the best looking man on the planet at any time. God made me the best man who ever existed. And this is the truth. You see these beautiful, handsome, good looks. Oh, here we go again. I told you that government can't handle how good looking I am, huh? So, like I said, you want to talk facts? You want to talk business? Okay, let's talk it. Let me hop on and off of here one time to see if that'll fix this. Hold on. Do 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 do. Have no fear, the Batman is here. So, like I said, good day at work today. Great day at work. It's always a great day. I found my prairie dog friend out there today, and I was talking to him. You can see he was responding. Then he wanted to play hide and seek. Like, that's what I'm saying. I was spending my time playing with the prairie dog while all these folks are completely unhappy and miserable. Like I said, misery loves company, and I'm not here to give my company, much less for free, or my attention. If I even sit down next to you, I'm going to be like you so called women. Are you going to pay me for my time? For real. So, like I said, when I grace you with my presence, you should listen because I'm a jewel and a gift, and I know what I'm talking about, and I really do this. This is what I do. So, end of the day, here's what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all be talking all day, but you ain't saying nothing. We have these phrases for a reason because they exist and it's reality because they work. Told you. So, like I was saying, Reality can never be questioned. We all know reality. I have succeeded, right? I have succeeded every which way, so but sundown. Okay. And always have and always will. Hold on. So, I mean, like I said, it's not difficult to conceive or perceive. It's not difficult to digest or understand, right? Basic reality. Just like my success was never difficult to digest or understand, ever. You want to talk about facts? Here's the facts, people. This is real life and reality. I'm sitting on a mansion and estate, over 2,000 in jewelry. Like I said, my own car lot, I pay over $100 for every month. Billions in equity. I own buildings that worth billions of dollars. I can live in them, sleep in them, eat in them, do whatever I want. Right? Everything I got has everything in it that I need already. Everything. Okay. Like more so than I even have here. So, I mean, mineral rights, oil royalties, my own website worth almost 2 G's. That, like I said, they're trying to throw a wrench in that by not letting me in the website. All this stuff is intentional. You're not fooling anyone. Corporate America, you're not fooling anyone. Don't be deceived, people. Do not be deceived. This is all exactly what it is. You have to stand up to this system. And that's what we're doing right in front of you. We don't have a choice. I mean, these people are constantly playing games. You see, they're constantly using electronic means. Like I said, who's doing that? Somebody had that idea to do that. It's a very cowardly. So as I was saying, somebody had that great idea to do this stuff. Like I said, why should anyone put up with that? But at some point, you have to, right? You don't have a choice. Um, you got to learn how to be patient. You got to learn how to be calm no matter what somebody says to you, whether it's online or off. You got to learn how to fall back a little bit. Let the divine handle it. Let God handle it. Let go and let God. You know what I mean? Like I said, these are a bunch of folks who talking, but they ain't got no wealth. I don't understand why you're trying to talk to me. And then when I offer you an opportunity to talk to me, you don't want to talk. Awfully convenient, right? There's nothing to talk about. I need to talk to people who are in my tax bracket, which is nobody, because again, I materialize wealth. I have my own car lot. I pay over $100 for it every month. All my cars are going to get fixed. I got like 5 bikes in inventory, bicycles, all worth $200, $300 plus. I got a $300 skateboard, $4,000 TV, $1,300 bat cycle. All I've done my whole life is make money and spend money and make buku bucks. Like I said, I cooked on a food truck, made great money, was making wallops, had rubber band stacks all day in Austin, and I went there homeless with nothing and was living in a hotel paying over $100 every day and every other day. That's amazing. Hold on. Oh, it was hiding my buttons on here. It'll do that too, so that I can't mute. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. This is a business. Um, like I said, I mean, it's just basic reality. Like I said, like, I'm seeing folks today, people got like mopeds, like dirt bike motorcycles, they bringing them out and riding them out here and doing what they want. And like, I'm not mad at you. That's cool. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, it just goes to prove the point. What I've been saying this entire time, all these people around here have some money. They have enough. They may not have a lot, but they have enough. They have resources that they could have been put me on. So you just can't act like there's any real, and you could just tell by how they act and talk and the look on their face that they know that the way that they're being is not right. Here we go again. Why does it keep doing this? But yeah, they know what it is. They probably feel guilty. I mean, that's their thing. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm just saying, like, when people have the power to put you on, and this is my independent career and my business and what I do, it's like I said, it's kind of odd. You know what I mean? Could be jealousy, could be a lot of things. I don't really care. It's not my concern, but I'm just saying, people out here have the resources. They could have been put me on. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have a ton of money all the time. People are riding boats out here, right through here, okay, doing what they want to do. And, they're not even really having fun doing it. I mean, like, literally, they could have been put me on where I could actually have fun doing that. I would have so much fun going out here. I'd bring me some food. I'd have a little picnic on the water right here. Like, we living good. It's beautiful out here. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, I come out and do my walk. This is beautiful. It looks like a Congo. We got all this stuff like a swamp right here today. So like I was saying, yeah, they could put me on where I could be riding them boats right through here. It looked like the Congo out here. But what I was saying, they got electric bicycles. They riding them. They look miserable on them. Like I said, money doesn't buy happiness. This is all facts. All of them got that stuff. All of them got electric bikes. They got more than what they need. They good, right? They live in comfortably. Me, I'm on a journey with God. Come from the same areas, the same nice areas, the same nice neighborhoods, the same, and I've had more than everybody out here. I've had more cars, more wealth, more money, more everything. And I think all of them really know it. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? My whole point, what the hell is she doing? But, you know, at the end of the day, my point is just people have the money and resources to put me on, bro. Like right here. And they know exactly who I am. They watch the channel. Saying, like, that does not make sense, bro. Just doesn't. It ain't right. It ain't. Because if I had the money, I'd put people on. If I had plenty of money, like back in the day, if I was doing what I was doing, I used to just sit in my Porsche and literally just look at my radio screen and stuff and listen to whatever, do whatever. And I was having fun just doing that. I had all the money in the world. I had everything good. I was comfortable. I didn't care. If I saw a guy like me around that was doing this Batman movement and I saw the kind of passion he had, if it wasn't me and I had the money that I used to have right here in the same exact spot and location, man, I want this house so bad. This house is beautiful for sale. Hold on, I'm gonna take some pictures. I want to show Christina. Hold up. So yeah, like I said, I just turned 36, man. These folks be trying to talk to me like we back 20 years ago. Like, bro, I'm 36, man. I'm getting up there, bro. I age backwards, but I'm getting up there, man. Like I said, I plan to be in my And we're back on a phone that's perfectly fine and works perfectly fine. So, like I said, I'm the only person in the world that the government literally does all this crazy illegal stuff, everything every day to stop me. Right now, they're not letting me on the show. I'm having to restart my phone. It won't let me open a tab. I'm telling you, every time that I get on a roll, when I was close the last time and I was about to pull off the impossible and I still did it, they weren't even letting me upload videos. They stopped me from uploading for no legal reason. And all this is going to come out in court, and you're going to have to explain this. You can't just say, oh, it's just a glitch. No, your timing is awfully convenient. They time what they do, right? So we're just studying and peeping game. And like I said, I mean, it is what it is. We're going to win. All that stuff is nonsense. All that stuff is designed for them to try to get you in an energy. That's what they want. They want you to get in an energy. They want you to act like you're going back and forth or you have something you're up against because it'll distract you from what you're doing and throw you off rhythm. It's all designed to throw off your equilibrium. It's all cowardly. So once you peep game and figure out the game, it's easy. Then you're no longer like Tone Space releasing fake albums that nobody's going to listen to. For real, right? Then you're not like the Walfords out in the Sahara Desert with no water and nothing going on, having to go into town to go beg some more. Oh, I love it. Y'all showed me your cards. You done told me. You already told me what it is. So now I'm just keep doing it. Not. I have every right to talk. Yeah, you don't dictate what I'm on. I'll be on what I'm on. So that's what these folks do. They want to pretend. They want to act like they the hero. I'm the hero. I'm the good person. I'll respond to everybody. If you don't want me to respond, don't say my name. But homeboy spoke my name, so we gonna talk. You want to talk about business? Like I said, billions in equity, mansion estate, over 2,000 in jewelry, my own car lot I pay over $100 for every month. Why is that even on? This is what I'm saying. It takes 20 hours to click a button on a fully working phone. I'm telling you, I think I'm joking. Wow. So yeah, like I said, that's why folks don't even get. They've been doing this stuff on the phones for decades. No one else goes to this. Everybody else's phones, they work fine. I know y'all don't deal with this stuff. I go through it every day. Can you imagine? Dealing with electronics is the hardest thing to do. It's way harder than dealing with people or having a conversation in person. That's why I only talk in person. See, that's what a lot of folks don't get when y'all be talking to me. It's not me. It's that they will tap my phones. They will interrupt the conversations. They will keep, kicking me off the thing where I can't talk. I can't respond. When Christina tries to talk to me a lot, the government starts interfering all the time. It's 100% fact. I see it every time. That's why I'm trying to talk, and there's this resistance that I can't even type the words I need to type or do what I need to do. So that creates feelings, and they know it. They're doing it's a design program. Y'all aren't fooling anyone. The Joker video is talking about everything I went through. It's talking about the unmarked vehicles. Remember, I told y'all they got unmarked vehicles down here. A lot of times they be white unmarked vehicles, and I think they got black ones and white ones. And in Austin, I told y'all that it looked like they were following me down blocks, and it talked about that. It talked about how that's like some kind of, I don't know if it's military, feds, FBI, and that some of them are supposedly protecting me, which is cool. Then I walk into a gas station on the same exact block right in Austin. I get a hot dog. Like, yeah, I like to eat hot dogs. I get a hot dog, and this dude from the culture, some older guy, and people are weird in Austin, but he goes out of his way. I'm buying my hot dog. He run up and try to start playing games, right? Like he must have already known I'm not the one, and he want to start playing games. And he got like gloves on or something, and he trying to touch my hot dog that I just bought. Not joking. You know what I mean? And I checked him too. I said, "Don't ever do that again, homie. Like, what is you doing? What are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? And he just had to pretend. He went outside and pretended like he was working. So something triggered him to do that. And see, I peep game. I don't lose it. Why would I lose it in Austin? I don't live in Austin. Like, I'm gonna peep game and see what you're doing. Somebody probably sent you to do that. That means I'm a pretty powerful guy if I can't even walk into a gas station. It's happened down here. I walked in the gas station and had like three gang members try to try to act like, like they was on something, right? And I won against them. This was way before the Batman thing, and that's what developed me. Experiences like that. I went through a whole bunch of stuff down here. Are you serious? Tons of stuff. Like what? It's impossible when you like me. It's impossible to make it down here, and I'm making it down here. So you got to give me credit. Oh, I've been through hell. These people don't go through nothing. They from here. You know what I mean? So it's all good for them. You know what I mean? Like they don't have no problems. That's the truth. But see, it doesn't. They don't have that hunger either. So it's like, I don't know. I'm bigger and taller than everybody down here for the most part. It's been unfair since day one. It'll never be fair. I don't expect it to be fair. Let it be unfair is the way I look at it. Because the unfairness is what built me. I have to be stronger than all these people. All of them. It's just like my dad. I have to be stronger. I have to be smarter. Now we're gonna say that I have. This is crazy, man. Saying I have 0 viewers. Yeah, right. So, like I said, that's how you know the conspiracy is real, and there's definitely a government connection. You know what I mean? Everything that y'all do every second is telling on yourselves, and every day they keep showing me what they're doing. Back in the day, I used to have over 2,000 subs on here, quick, easy. Anytime I was about to start making money on here, they'd show me that they're playing with the numbers. Right now, they're going around in a group on YouTube. I'm gonna go as far as to say that YouTube and Google license them to do that. Mm-hmm. And it's very clear what you're doing. Acts of domestic what? So they're running around YouTube now and they're simulating fake numbers and fake views. Then they'll go in my email, more felonies, and then try to role reverse reality. That's weird. So they're in complete desperation and they think if they do something, whatever they do, and then they use their narc tactic where they start trying to role reverse. Brother, I'm not you and you're not me. What are you talking about? You're all right. Oop, I don't want to pay attention to that. He sounded kind of big. But yeah, I don't know where he's at. This guy didn't even say hi to me when I said hi. I don't care. So, like I said, at the end of the day, right? I mean, I'm just like my dad. I've been a really tough guy my entire life, for real. I ain't worried about folks like that miserable, unhappy, and they probably are the same ones with a chip on their shoulder. Like I said, there's a lot of jealousy even right here. A whole lot of it. I feel it. You could feel the energy. It's just weird. That's why like I said, I caught people talking behind my back and stuff and had to check them and tell them, like, keep my name out your mouth. What are you talking about? Like that's the only thing. Like I just don't get why people want brownie points for talking behind my back. Anybody can talk. They want brownie points for, oh, I'm jelly. Then these folks want to act like they're tough, especially online. No, you're looking for a tough response. You already know who's tough. You're trying to use that and take advantage of it. And that's what I learned. So it's like now I'm just real chill. You know what I mean? Really, anybody could say, do whatever. I mean, I'm not going to care. We're tough because there's no point. If you're going to cheat at the game, there's no point. It's just like everything going on. All these people do is cheat. Y'all can't do anything straight up. You don't know how to win. Like I said, everything over here is genuine. We do everything by the book. I'm not trying to manipulate things the way y'all are. I get everything is genuine. Everything is off hard work, come through hard body, come through original training. You feel what I'm saying? So like, y'all can do what you want. And that's a reflection of you. You know what I mean? Like I said, they're playing a game where they're talking and doing a bunch and then they know I can't respond. That's odd. Like that's weird. You know what I mean? And then thinking that that's somehow going to do anything. Like, no, not really. I'm a monster. Trust me. I can handle anything. If you ain't learned that by now, I give up. I'm just saying, You know, I ain't running around like you, none of you. You know, I'm actually doing real things, and I have to hustle 24/7, 24 hours a day. You feel me? So, hold up. Quack, 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 quack. They're cute. They're just sitting there. It's going to be Christina and I soon. You already saw the reading. Hold up. Yeah, you already saw the reading. Okay. Oh, hold on. I just think it's amazing, bro, how like I'm trying to just talk and get out what I'm trying to say. And have you noticed the devil just tries to throw every distraction that he possibly can? Yeah, like using people too. It's a real thing, you know. And then on here with the phone, look, we're doing it again. They just shut down the mute buttons. What is the purpose of that? Hold on. I'm telling you, this is what happens when you make it, folks. Look, that everything I do, they want to not let me do. Like it's impossible to stop me. I'm God's son. Good luck. So, like I said, we got them in their feelings, all of them. I mean, like I said, if you know, if Charles was mad, he had a valid reason to be mad, right? He's mad because his delusion ain't working. He's mad because he notices he's not getting anywhere. Again, you're just talking. Anyone can say, "Hey, I've succeeded. Hey, my business succeeded." But have you actually succeeded? No, no, not even close, right? Oh, anybody can enable you. They can give you all their money. You're still not successful. What do you mean, brother? You got a long way to go if you're trying to play catch up with me, bro. I'm the only self-made trillionaire ever existed. I mean, you need to really get a grip and learn who you're talking to. Be realistic, son. See, they're trying to act. That's what they do. They come around. They act like they're joking at first, then they try to act like stuff that doesn't exist is real. Yeah, I don't play like that, bro. We wealthy as hell. Are you serious? I mean, it would take you. You'd never ever get to the point I'm at. Never. You don't have it in you. So let me teach you something, Mr. Waffle. Mr. Waffle Waffle, and all you folks out there, let me teach you something. While you worried about this realm, right? Consciousness shifts reality. Like I said, I listen to God. I follow God. Every move I do is through God. Everything is based off faith, right? So, like I said, the whole point is that when you use consciousness and you have this power and you're awoken and an awoken being like me and you transcend it and I've ascended, I'm an ascended master. That means mentally, my mind is on a whole nother level that you can never even comprehend. You're looking at regular stuff. You're worried about vans that you can't keep and you're losing. That's why I just have fun with you and I get paid to do it. Brother, I'm dealing with whole other dimensions. You know what I mean? You want to talk to me about money and talk about knowledge? I materialize millions in every dimension. Straight up in front of your face. I've already done it a million times. This is not my first rodeo or the first time I've done this. And I'm about to do it all over again. Watch. I'm about to have millions of dollars. Millions. God's about to grant me everything. You know what happened today? I keep telling y'all, every time I feel discouraged, I be dealing with anxiety real bad because of this stuff that all of these folks are doing. That's why they're doing it, right? Because I'm coming up against so many different people and all their league organizations and groups and the corruption in the government and all these people by myself. It's a lot. It's hard. It's very hard. Anyone else would have gave up a long time ago. But that's why I'm Batman. Because I don't give up. And I win by myself. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, y'all can keep acting like reality's so cute and nice, but we see everything you're doing. Just like I caught Charles red-handed when he tried to talk down on Batman. Why were you talking like that about Batman? Don't talk about Bruce Wayne. Don't talk about Bruce Wayne. Like he actually tried to talk about the Dark Knight. He said Bruce Wayne was so confident, and then he came up against Bane and blah blah blah. Right, and then he bounced right back and defeated Bane. So see, you talk too soon. You're showing exactly what you project is what you do. Like I said, you say start with the man in the mirror. That's what I told you. So all he's gonna do, he's literally gonna repeat himself. He's gonna say the words that he knows I'm gonna say. This is what narcs do. They play word games and think it's cute. So we're gonna keep on laughing because he's gonna say what I'm gonna say and try to take the words out of my mouth that only apply to him. He's gonna repeat my words. I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you the game plan. And he's gonna project and try to say that he's me and I'm him. I'm not in a camper in the middle of the Sahara Desert with no water. I'm not doing what you're doing. I'm out here winning. My life is beautiful. You see, I was spending my day, playing around with prairie dogs. My life is beautiful because God got me. There ain't a whole lot out here. There ain't much to do. It's a pretty boring place. But yet somehow my life looks entertaining as hell, right? Because it is. Because I create my own entertainment. God entertains me. Like seriously, God's gonna have me good no matter what, bro. That's what y'all will never know. The feeling of God's love. That's why what's happening. Yeah. You could say God's name all day, the Woffords, Shelley and Charles. You could sit there and, beg for God's mercy and forgiveness and for him to be there for you. Why should he be there for you when you rejected him? He can't. He just tried to be there for you. See how you're a walking contradiction? Oh, you would like me to stop talking about it, wouldn't you? Because I'm proving my points. Of course, you want me to stop talking about it because every round that we've gone here, I've won. Just like I win anytime in any boxing match. Just like I've won in the street. Just like I won in the courtrooms. Just like I win all day. I win because I'm just talking basic facts, brother. It's reality. You can't get around it. I'm gonna always win because I bring documented facts. That's what they taught us coming up. The man who inspired me to do radio. You know, you folks type. I'm not you. I'm not worried about nothing. I'm Gucci. My life beautiful. I want folks to talk to me right and stop doing your electronic means. I want to see y'all stop committing crimes. That's my only issue. And what do? They just keep on keeping on. They keep doing it. Like, it's very odd. They act like you're proving a point, but you're proving none. You're proving that you can't compete. You're proving that you can't tell me nothing. You're proving that you can't have a direct conversation because you know you're wrong. What's the point of typing outside of the show? It's the show and nothing else. It's come out here and say it right in front of me and talk and prove your point, or you don't have one. You don't have a point. Yup, boss. None of them. They've never had a point. They've never made a point. And meanwhile, they see us winning, doing our thing, right? Winning, doing our thing, right? Continuing to progress and persevere and move forward, right? And they can't stand it. Real talk. I'm telling you, homeboy right there, he looked miserable riding that electric bike. Real talk. I don't care. I'll say exactly how I feel. You know what I mean? In front of all y'all. You know what I mean? Like I said, we ain't never been friends. We don't got to pretend. You know what I mean? But you notice that how they always coming around. You know what I mean? Always. It's like they time it. Like, like, I mean, here's what it is. I don't pay attention to nobody else but me. Like I said, no, you can't get around reality if you try to. I'm gonna be all over it, and we're gonna keep on talking about it. So how do you like them apples, Mr. Walker? Like I said, when are you gonna acknowledge the reality that we offered you help? We offered you help you truly need. We offered you an opportunity. You cannot make it on that land. You can put up all the fake inspiring stuff you want and continue to pretend with social media. Hell, that's what everybody does. But that fake business, that's a pipe dream. You don't have a business. Businesses make money. An LLC doesn't mean you're a business. How many times we got to explain this to you? You could talk all you want, brother. You could try to deflect. It just makes you look funny. It makes you look sillier. So, no, why would I stop when I'm winning? See, that's what they do. They tell you, stop. This is like when you got an ex-girlfriend who's delusional and has this same problem. Oh, stop. Stop what? Saying the truth? No. That's what y'all have an issue with, the truth, right? The truth that I'm successful and rich and wealthy and beautiful and handsome and my life is gorgeous and I'm the best person on this planet, literally. I'm the most good, pure soul, good person. And all y'all, it's supposed to be my problem and I'm supposed to go through things because you're mad at the truth? No. No. How about not? How about it's your turn to go through things? What's happening with them every day? Going through things. See, you can't control anyone. You can't even control yourselves. Get it together, brother. How long does it take you to get a business rolling and do what you said? You said you want to help the homeless. You're only doing that because, like I said, it makes you feel a little better about yourself because your whole thing is you've been through that forever. You've always been homeless. You said it yourself. You've lived in a van, you said, for like 8 to 20 years. So these are people who gave up on themselves a long time ago, day one. So they basically want to project onto others. No, your issues are your issues. It's time to grow up, brother. You're an adult. When are you going to get this so-called pipe dream business rolling? Because mine's been rolling in front of you this whole time, and I get paid to point out how you haven't built your business. Ooh, 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 got you there, right? Checkmate. Told you I play chess, not checkers. Oh no, I'm gonna keep talking about you. You're my golden goose, like Red Pill. Yeah, and everybody here knows I'm talking about you. They just don't know who you are. People is loving it. You think people don't watch me and enjoy me going in? Come on, dog. This is what I do for a living. Come on, son. How hard is it? Right? Why didn't you accept God's offer? God took God's son himself, the power of God, and said, look, you're not man enough, Mr. Wofford, to build this business or to help anyone. You can't even help yourself or anyone around you. It's the truth. What do you mean, brother? You talking about you hustling when you're like eating Nutri-Grain bars that were provided by the red triangles? Oh, for real. That's not success. I haven't seen you build anything yet. You lost 2 vans, right? You're about to lose a third one while you're running your mouth because, see, your priorities are messed up. You're worried about trying to tell me off, and narcs always try to tell you off when they can't because you don't have a basis to that exists in this reality because you're failing. And at worse than that, you can't handle losing. So, like I said, why are you focused on me? Why not do the things necessary instead of posting up content on Facebook and YouTube that's not going anywhere? And we all know you're never going to make any money on here, right? And you bought your subs and your views, facts. And now the red triangles are doing it more so for you. So you're not genuine. You'll never be a creator, right? You over 1,000 subs, yeah, right. If you had over 1,000 subs, brother, your views would equate somewhat. You have no one watching you. It's just the same couple of people, and you expect them to pay for everything and enable you. This man is living off of other people. Name one time I've done that. I've made buku checks. Like, do y'all want me to print out the check statements from here? It ain't gonna do nothing to me. I mean, like, is that what we need to do? I mean, I make buku checks on here. I get check after check after check. Why do you think I'm on here right now? Walking. This is like my 3rd lap. Why am I going so hard? Number one, I love what I do. It's not work to me. See, this is not work to me, but it is work. It's my job. It's my career, but I'm not working. I'm having fun, relaxing, walking, talking to y'all. I love being on here. I would never let anybody ruin this for me. It's a blessing. God gave it to me. Don't be mad at the gifts God gave me. I'm the truth, that's why you me. No matter what you do, you can't fade me. If you love me, why you running? These folks hate to love me. You know what I'm saying? You're all my biggest fans. It's facts. These folks love me. They love me. You understand? All that fake talk, they like chihuahuas. They just trying to overcompensate because they're a little scared of my energy. They ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't about nothing. You folks is my biggest fans. Mr. Waffle is my biggest fan, man. Said it himself. He said, I love Batman. No, I still like Tyree. I didn't ask you whether you like me. Care less whether you like me. Why would I want a narc to like me who can't even take care of himself or anyone else? You're a grown man, about half your age. That's the point. I'm half your age, but yet somehow you haven't succeeded. What's your excuse? That's what I want to know. Hold on. So yeah, like I said, I mean, here they are doing it again, where they start driving real slow and gang stalking and driving 2 miles per hour when they just weren't a minute ago. What's the purpose of that? Like, don't you have business to attend to? So yeah, like I said, I'm telling you, always be you folks. You come around. I'm telling you, look at the devil moving, bro. But God is moving too. I'm telling you, look, I'm just trying to talk and get out a word in edgewise on my own platform. The devil's sending every distraction he can possibly think of. That's how the devil works when he knows you're close. This blessing about to come, I'm about to be filthy rich and unstoppable. That's how life and reality works. It works within the spiritual realm. All this other stuff out here, all this grass, all this land, it's nonsense. Another thing that I'm trying to do, and I have to explain this to Christina because it's a lot to process. I'm trying to get out of this paradigm. I think the world is a prison. I really do. And I see some videos talking about it. I think it makes perfect sense. I think the world is a prison, and it showed a picture, and I think it's an accurate depiction with like the world, which is like the dome, the ice wall, the wall around it. Okay. And then that's like the center of the prison. And then you have all the outer lands. And then there's another dome, which I guess could be, I don't know if that's the second, like stratosphere, like the second, whatever they call it. You know what I'm talking about. The thing in the Bible. We talk about it all the time, but I'm tired of hearing about it. Where they say it separates the waters from the waters, which is the scariest thing to me because I'm like, why are they trying to get through it? I mean, it's downright, I mean, it's terrifying to me. I don't know why they're not scared of it. Maybe they know something we don't. Government knows a lot of stuff. I don't know everything. But if God is talking to me, I mean, I don't know. God hasn't told me about that. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about? The wall in the sky that they have to fly below a certain latitude when they go around Antarctica. It all has to do with Antarctica. It's just a thing of mine, a goal of mine. I want to get out of here. Like real talk. I want to go. I want to at some point be able to say that I've gone over the ice wall. I really do. So we have different goals in life because y'all's goals is in this country and in this world and worried about this society. Brother, I'm trying to figure out how to get to inner earth. Hollow earth. Hollow earth is real. The Garden of Eden exists. It's real. You can get there. I think there's a gateway through Antarctica. I'm not trying to sit around and stay here. Y'all don't get it. I want Christina and I to be happy. I want us to be in a real utopia. If we can find the gateway and the passage, whether it's through, in the ice wall and ice caps and it's some secret tunnel area, I want to figure out how to get to the real Garden of Eden. They say that these people live to be 800 years old. I want that for us. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure how I'd handle that. I'm not sure if I want all that. But I'm just saying I would like the experience. Like I would like to also be able to leave there. That's the thing. But that's the part that scares me about it. But I just would like to explore. I'm an explorer. I'm a conqueror. Is what I do. I'm not afraid of what's outside of the realms. I am a little bit, but I'm talking about outside of the whole world. They're trying to put out videos now and claim people are finding the end of the world and they're like looking at all this like it looks like space. I don't think that's real. I don't know what that's about, but I do believe that there's outer lands. I think when you get over that ice wall, I think there's lands, whole continents, land masses, and I think there's pyramids and buildings that we don't even understand how they were built. And I think there's people over there. And I think they're the people they're talking about that they see. They have luminescent eyes. They don't really sleep, I guess. And they say, like, we would not want to deal with them. Like, if we go over there, it's a problem. But see, that's why I'm doing all this training. I have to escalate this way further. That's what y'all don't get. I'm going hard as hell right now because I'm trying to get this money. What I really need to do is rest and get myself together and calm down a little if I could. But I have to do this right now. But when I can, I want to take a break so I can get my equilibrium about me, right? And then I got to escalate this training further, regardless. So I'm gonna have to just do it on the move while I'm doing this. Hold on. But yeah, I got to get even stronger. And like I said, this is what I work towards every day. What is life about? Working on yourself. There's a ton of people in jail and prison right now. Don't know nothing about this. Don't know God. I learned. I used all these experiences and I used them for what they were worth and I made them something positive. That is alchemy. That should be looked up to. It's impossible to imitate. And I'm a role model and I think people should learn from me. I've always studied different concepts than y'all. I was studying remote viewing. Astral projecting kind of creeps me out. It's not really my thing, but I will say that I had extremely vivid dreams yesterday. Extremely. And I was in a state where I was more tired than I've ever been. So I think what I'm doing is really wearing me out, which might not be a bad thing because I'm probably getting some actual, like REM cycle sleep when I'm sleeping, I hope. And then I wake up and I'm still tired, like it's never enough. And I don't know how much I've slept. It's hard for me to sleep, especially when I'm doing all this because I'm so active and I'm so pumped up. And it takes a long time for me to wind down. And I drink a lot of caffeine like soda and stuff, coffee when I can. But I think I'm doing an amazing job. My partner, my friend today told me you're doing a great job. Like he watches, I think sometimes. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the support truly and all the help that you've given me. So I hope he hears that. But not easy, man. It's never easy and that's why I accept the challenge. I accepted this impossible life path. I accept all of it, right? I chose an impossible mission on this planet. But I'm just saying, when I have time, I would love Christina and I to go actually exploring. But like, I would make sure I take care of her. Like, I would really protect her at all costs. I would make sure that we're good, and I wouldn't take no chances on nothing. I'd probably bring a crew with me too. That's the thing. So y'all don't get like what I'm doing is always on another level. When I get all that money, we're gonna enjoy this world first. We're gonna have fun here. I'm gonna build businesses, but I do seriously want to figure out. I mean, what is in Antarctica? I don't know if I'm gonna have to go there with her. And believe me, I'm very aware of what I could come up against. I will be prepared. That's all I'm gonna say. You understand? But it's something I really would like to see for myself. At some point. I'm not saying like soon. I'm saying like when we've been married for over a decade or something that we can worry about. Maybe one day when I'm 50, 60, 70, I'll say, hey, honey, you want to go look for Hollow Earth? Let's do it. I just am obsessed with these. I'm not obsessed. I think they're very interesting, these mysteries of the world. And it makes sense to me. It makes sense how they said we're all like Cabbage Patch dolls, a lot of us. I think I have Anunnaki DNA. There's some other like Lemurian, and then there's like something with I can't remember how to say it, but I have supposedly that DNA. I don't know. I think I'm connected to the Anunnaki. I don't think I'm human. I really don't. Like that's what I feel like I'm learning more and more so every day. I think I'm something else. Like not joking. So it's kind of weird for me. I mean, imagine finding that out and actually thinking, like having that proven to you that that's a very real possibility that you're something else entirely. And it says it in the Joker videos all the times. It says humans don't know how to, like I'm in touch with the morphic realm. Um, like I can predict patterns. I'm the architect of reality. I'm shaping reality as I go, and you can't say it's not happening because I show y'all. So that's the thing. When I build businesses, it's all with my thoughts. All I have to do is think, and then the divine works through me. And I'm like ET, like ET, phone home. I'm like ET, and I build these things with my mind. I'm never just talking. That's why no one can ever dismiss it and say, "Oh, he's crazy." No, because I prove it every time. I come from the heavens. I come from the ethereal realms. That's where I come from. I know it. I come from the stars. That's why when I was a kid, I always looked up at the stars, and I always felt something when I looked at the stars because I know a lot of us we come from that, like the Sirius B cluster and all that. We come from stars. We're made of stars. We're energy. We are stars. So it's like, I mean, I know a little bit more without knowing all the details. I know a little bit more about what and who I am. I'm not of this planet. There's no way. I've never fit in. I've always been different, and that's just crazy to me because I always thought I was. But maybe that's why I never fit in. It's said that you never feel like you're home, and I really have had that feeling my whole life. It's a very hard feeling to deal with, and they said that's why because this ain't your home because you're not from this planet, and it makes sense. There was one guy, he had a video out. He said, what if the whole purpose of this was to find each other so that we could hop on the ship, like the spaceship, and go back home? Say what you want, but a lot of it kind of makes sense, bro, in a crazy way, but it makes sense. And that's just the thing. I think outside the box. I'm willing to roll with things that actually make sense, you know, because what is here? All I need is Christina and I'm happy. You know what I mean? This is who I am. Like I believe it. It makes sense. I believe in Hollow Earth. Studied that since I was in college. I studied all sorts of things. Like I know how to do things none of y'all know, will never know. I mean, I'm already teaching and helping Christina straight up. You know what I mean? Hell, I might have saved somebody's life already because of what I know. So she'd be the first to tell you. So, hold up. So it is what it is. Like I said, all these people, I just look at it as a waste of time, bro. You're worried about the regular societal world. Y'all go to work. Like, I don't care how much money you have. That doesn't mean anything. You are chasing comfort. I'm chasing discomfort. Comfort is not success. Comfort is the thief of success. So you can have all the money. I've been out here with tons of money. I've been out here living off dividends. Straight up. Had all my own stuff, everything. Like huge places, mansions, more than what I already have. Like I've done all that. It didn't mean nothing. I was still like empty inside. I was very unhappy. Like truthfully. Matter of fact, every time that I've had all the money, I've not been happy. Even when I was in Vegas with money, I was always lonely. Just wasn't happy. I was searching for something, and I know it's love, you know, but see, I'm not like rejecting it like other people. And I know I found it with Christina, so all I want is Christina with me. Money would be nice on top of that, but it's just because I want enough to survive. Yeah, that's not annoying at all. Bird, come on, bird. You're going to keep doing it. That thing's making noise nonstop. That's crazy. You sound just like you trolls. Teleprompter. It still ain't stopped. Does it just do that like 24 hours a day? Man, it must be tiring. I can't do that. I ain't going to try. I can't compete. You win. So yeah, like I said, people just got to understand what it is, man. I'm looking into all other things. This realm, this is easy for me. We're gonna build a ton of companies. They're gonna all be successful. So I mean, like I said, when you talk about business, you have to know business. If you want to have a business conversation and you want to talk reality, anybody, you got to acknowledge what I've already accomplished. I never have to ask. That's common sense. I've accomplished everything, brother. I have it all. God provides. Like I said today, a man gave me $5. He gave me $5. I didn't ask nothing. He just came up. He said, "Here." I was like, "Thank you." I told you, God told me get in a state of receiving. It's all coming. I think that that's the signs from God. I don't think I know, showing me I'm close. Every time that I think maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe this is pointless. I never really feel like it's pointless or a waste of time. I believe in God, but I'm just saying every time I get discouraged, every time it's too hard, I just try to remember that. God shows me another sign. Every time, like, you're close. I'm about to give you everything. Like I said, when I get all this money, I'm not looking into rub it in. Matter of fact, I'm going to go completely radio silent. I'll still talk and do my thing, but I'm not telling y'all what I get. If it comes from something else, if it comes from what's ours with Christina, however it comes, I'm not going to be all on here bragging. I might have some fun, but I don't plan to really tell y'all when this happens. I plan to get it and get going. And then you're just going to see me doing all this other stuff and you're going to be like, huh, something must have happened major. I'm not planning to talk about it. It ain't nobody's business. I don't want folks knowing. And see, this is why it has to be this way, in my opinion. It makes sense because if I was here and I had all the money, I'd be a target like I used to be. And it's better that they all think I'm poor. That's the truth. Whether they watch the channel or not, that's fine. But, and like I said, I am poor with cash right now. But my point is, I know this is all God's plan. It's designed. It makes perfect sense. Man, that's pretty. I want something like that too with the lighting. That's beautiful. But yeah, you know, I'm not supposed to have the money right now. He's going to give it to me. I'm not saying nothing. Like, real talk. Like, it's like if God just gave me $500 million today, let's say I have it by tomorrow and it's in the bank. And this is how God works. I'll celebrate. Like, don't get it twisted. I don't know if I'd make a video, but I wouldn't say what happened. And I'd just keep trucking and moving. And then people would be like, man, he just got up and went. Like, the first thing I'd do is leave. I'd get the hell out of here so quick it's nobody's business. I'd hop right on a Greyhound. I'd go to Boston or something. I'd go to my girlfriend. I'd go to Christina. I'd look at places on the way a little bit, but I would try to get to my girlfriend. But I wouldn't tell y'all what I had. I would just be quiet about it. I don't want folks knowing this time around that I got money. That's how all the problems always arose. So I'm gonna keep my mouth closed and be quiet about it when it happens again, because I know it's gonna happen. God has told me, like, every single day this entire for years, bro, that I'm about to be so rich, like richer than I've ever been. And I've been pretty rich. Like, I've been a rich guy, like, seriously, money. And when I have money, it's power because I know how to use it. So, I mean, when it comes, I'm planning to keep my mouth closed if I can. You're going to see it a little because you're going to see the surroundings change a lot. You're going to see how I move change a lot, drastically. You're going to see me in suits and stuff again right off the bat. But I don't want to tell people what I have. And sometimes I'll dress down. Like, I want to wear like collared shirts and stuff and jeans like I do. And people think, oh, he's just a normal guy. Meanwhile, I already got all this equity. That's why I got the equity, because my plan was, it's a genius plan. The plan is, I know God gonna give me the money. I know I can hustle to get the money. See, if you get money, then you still have to buy the equity. If you get the equity first and you're a genius and you get it when you're young and you do all your spending and enjoy life, this is why they're mad at me, because I just enjoy life. It ain't really about money. It's that I'm happy. So you get that out the way when you're young. I just turned 36. I'm still pretty young. When I get the money, bro, I would act like I'm a regular dude. I'd dress in plain clothes sometimes, wear collared shirts. They'd be nice, but I'd wear collared shirts. I still wear my tank tops. I'd go up north, go sit down in them little gas stations and play the little gambling games. I would just do fun stuff that I like doing, just basic things. Like that's the thing. Even if I had a lot of money, I wouldn't go crazy. I would I would walk around like I'm a regular person. I would go out my way to blend in. You know what I mean? And then I'd be Batman like every night or every day or whenever I want, doing the real thing. That's what's coming. Yeah, I don't get, I'm uncontrollable. I'm going to have all the money. Making enemies with me is not the thing anybody want to do right now, believe me. Because I'm going to have no one controls me. I'm sovereign. I have all power. I can do whatever I want, anything. And I'm going to have so much money I can get myself out of any situation. I hire the best lawyers in the game. That's the other thing y'all don't get. And actually win. Y'all think Diddy has power? Oh boy, the power I'm about to have. Diddy doesn't have money. He's just a mason. I'm about to have real money. So when I hire a lawyer, it's different because, yeah, they work for the Masons, but I'm going to tell them, I don't care who you work for. You better win this case. Straight up. I talk to my lawyer like that. I know all y'all Masons. I know all y'all sold out and worked together. I don't care. Don't try to give me unfair treatment, right? And then think it's all good. You're going to treat me the same way. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to try to win a case for a corrupt criminal like Diddy, you better win my case when I'm in the right. But I don't really plan on having any cases. That's my whole point. I'm talking about not from being Batman or anything. I don't think none of that's going to happen at any point. But my whole point is just, bro, I'm about to have so much money, so much power. Like, nobody's going to want to speak my name. I mean, like I said, I'll be in New York, I'll be in New Orleans. And I was looking at the pictures. Like, if you look at this picture and you look at these different places, look at the buildings. And I think this is meant to happen in New Orleans. I think that's why God put that on Christina's mind and gave that to us as a gift. I think New Orleans is Gotham. I don't think it's New York now. I still want to do it in New York for sure, but I think it's New Orleans for some reason, which is weird because I didn't know that or expect that. But if you look at the buildings, I think they might match up to New Orleans. Not maybe, I don't know about this one, but there's another one. It looks like New Orleans and it looks like it's on the water. That's New Orleans. So, a lot of places will be Gotham. I want to do this across the country, all over the world, but I want to keep putting illegal organizations out of business by myself. You know what I mean? Like I said, I operate above the feds. I do what I want to do. I'm just a regular citizen and civilian that stands up for what's right. So I'm excited. I'm excited about New Orleans for sure. It's beautiful out there. I loved it. I can't wait. I just want to make sure we're in safe, good areas and make sure I get Christina with me away from all the riffraff out there. That's about it. So, like I said, we'll be eating at the nice restaurants, be in the nice areas. You know what I mean? That's the thing with me. I'm a gangster. So anywhere I go, look, same nonsense, same gang stalking. Yep. Same exact ones. Isn't that weird? They just driving in a circle at 2 miles per hour. Yeah. Now we're going to get on the brakes. This is crazy. They do this stuff every day. Someone, like I'm telling you, these people will send agents every day and they think people can't see. Come on, bro. Be paying attention, bro. And it's illegal as hell. Like I said, I noticed like y'all be talking to them too. They be letting y'all do whatever you want. But when it was me, oh, it was a problem. Right. Like I said, these fools is all jealous out here because they don't have no money. Yeah. Boy, miss me. And I'm gonna keep talking about you right in front of you, all you. Yeah, I know all them people is the same, all of them. The readings already told me about that. How all y'all been jealous for years. Yeah, stay jelly. You should be jealous. Real talk. You know what I mean? And everything I got bigger and better than you, and I don't compare. But it's just a fact. So, like I said, man, end of the day, we gonna do our thing. We gonna stay winning. Like I said, more money for me on here right now. That's it, man. We gotta get this bread, get this money, and stay winning. You feel me? Feel me, cuzzy? So, like I said, we'll see what that check amount accumulate to tonight, and we'll keep pressing forward, man. I'm working hard, training hard. Like I said, it was a beautiful day, good day. We making progress, man, every day. All right. So we're gonna stay focused and stay winning. Like I said, build businesses with your mind, man. Build up your mind, build up yourself. I'm free. I'm happy. I've got a beautiful life. I've got a future ahead of me, beautiful future. I got so much going for me. I try to stay away from people that will lose all of that for me. If you got something to lose, don't play or mess with people who will lose that for you. That's something I learned with that whole TI incident. Feel me? So it is what it is. There's another one just stopping for no reason. Good. It is crazy. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna keep on winning. We're gonna do what we do, and that's it, man. I already know all these older folks are jelly of me. You should be. Real talk. Owned 14 cars at one point. I own 5 now. So like I said, it is what it is, man. I mean, let them be jelly. Y'all need some peanut butter for that jelly. All right, I'm gonna keep on winning. Everybody apparently jealous of me in the world, and it's like I was never even trying to be that guy. So it's just silly to me and funny. I just ignore it. We're gonna stay with God, man. Keep my eyes on God, like He told me, and we just stay focused and keep winning. All right, talk to y'all later, man.